Morning, folks. Papa Joe here. You see that? That's breakfast. That's what I cook at the house to bring out one of the things. Now I'm going to eat it. Then I'll get back with you. Alright, folks. Papa Joe back with you. Done had that breakfast. We had to play a little creativity games with my GPS to get it to bring up my receiver. So wound up doing the intersection. That's crazy, but it is what it is. Computers, they're our friends. They'll make our life easier, and they'll make us mentally lazy. Got both my kicks off this morning. I had my alarm set for 6:30. Give me roughly an hour before them folks start showing up. I got up 6:30 and the main gate was already open. And put this window down until it started raining again. But the truck gate was closed. So I sat there. Finally, a little after 7, they came and opened it. And about 7:15 or so, there was a couple of their trucks in my way, so I didn't try to get out. I could read the sign. They didn't really open till 8 o'clock. Parts of it opened at 7, you know. So they have an outside dock there, you know, just a concrete ramp deal. I've unloaded there many times. Pretty much same old boy unloaded me, Jonathan. And last time I was there, we talked a little bit about the YouTube channel. So this time I was teasing him about not seeing him on there. That's his comment on that video from last night. He said, I'll make it a point. Appreciate you, Jonathan. I poke fun at most everybody. So, what the heck? He got his off, and I ran over to their sister company, and they got theirs off, and I got over here at my shipper an hour early. And they're back there loading me now. One of these places, you got to slide tandems to the rear, chalk tires, drop the trailer, pull out from underneath it, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me started on that today. Actually, when I was at the house yesterday, I turned TV over on Fox News for a little bit. And me and Mom was in the kitchen cooking. Neither one of us was really getting into it, so we turned it off. I ain't got a clue what they're saying is happening, all the talking heads. I can tell you what's happening. Trump's doing terrible stuff according to the Democrats, and he's doing great stuff according to the Republicans. So, you know, they keep so much drama and soap operas going in our government, and the media feeds on it, because drama sells. So, they keep all that nonsense going just so that you're distracted. And when they have stuff like that gal putting her feet up on that couch, when they make such a major ordeal out of that, that's when you need to be looking behind that couch and seeing what they're trying to sneak by. Because it ain't nothing but a distraction. That's all it is. So, nobody really gave a shit that she had her feet on that couch. You know? And, you know, I did like Obama putting his feet up on the desk, and the Republicans made such an ordeal over it. Really? It's his damn desk. It ain't holy ground. There's only holy ground in heaven anymore. You know? Y'all need to quit treating that furniture in that house up there like it's all that in a cup of coffee. It's nothing but a den of liars and thieves. And I don't care who's in office. Yeah, I know. I made somebody mad there, didn't I? On that update last night, I seen somebody tag a link in there to that Nomad radio station. Me and him will talk again in a couple of days. And we're going to slowly move forward with it. Ain't no big deal. Today I hope to quickly move forward as in going to Tulsa. 516 miles. Delivers anytime tomorrow between 8 and 4, I think. Let me check. Yeah, between 8 and 4 tomorrow, so I like the 8 part better than the 4. Trying to stay on top of this game. Let's see. Last night for dinner I had some chicken and yellow rice that I brought from the house. I got some big sodas that I bring out. I didn't get as many as normal, but that's alright. I got a few staples thrown around in the floor. Well, not literally. That was in the seat. I got the Nutri-Grain stuff. And these I ain't real crazy about. Pop-Tarts. But I tell you what, you get hungry enough and you like them just fine. So many times I get to get into the groove and I'm trucking and I don't want to stop to grab some high dollar $2 for $3 hot dog or a $20 hamburger, or I just want to truck. I'm on a computer log nowadays. And I seriously forget about eating. You know, I get a hunger pain here and there, and then before I know it's like, damn, I'm hungry. So that's why I keep this stuff stashed over here. That way when I say, damn, I'm hungry, I know where it's at. So, me and Mama's trying to get back in the groove of cooking at the house. Trying to save a little money out here on that end of it. Trying to make this regional work. Our son in Georgia sent us a recipe / video on, I think he called it Mull, M-U-L-L. It's supposed to be a regional thing over there. Basically, it's a Brunswick stew. Only it's a southern version of it. And when we was cooking up that, boiling up that chicken yesterday for that chicken and yellow rice, we didn't put it all in that yellow rice because it's a big old bag. We put some of it, deboned it, and put it in the freezer. So me and the wife was talking about that this morning, and told her if she reminds me, we might try our version of a Brunswick stew or that Mull. But I got, from what I'm understanding, it's basically meat and broth. Well, me and Mama ain't into all that. I mean, we like our meats. And she don't think there should ever be a meal without one. I ain't got a problem missing a meat once in a while. But that's her main staple. And me and her were talking about we're going to do that. She's freezing up the broth from yesterday from that chicken. We used what she needed, or she did, and she used it. I don't do the chicken and yellow rice deal. That's her deal. When it comes to chili, I make chili. You know, we each have our own dishes that we make. And we work on a lot together too, don't get me wrong. But there's just some things, you know, whether to wash your hands or not. And she don't wash her hands before she makes that yellow rice, so that puts the yummy flavor in it. I'm just joking, people. don't go there. But we was talking about she's gonna now freeze up. She done gelled that what grease and stuff was on the top of that broth from yesterday. So now she gonna freeze up the remainder of it, and we're talking about fine dicing some celery and carrots and whatnot, and cooking that down in some of that broth. And it calls for you to grind the meat, which we haven't used our grinder for our KitchenAid to my knowledge. I haven't got to. So we'll see about grinding some of that up. And I know Brunswick stew's got corn in it. I'm not a big fan of corn, but I eat my share of it because it's a cheap staple. So me and Mama's going to be throwing that around and debating on how we want to do it up. So we'll probably do it, but we're going to do it with our twist. So, you know, when I was doing that blog for the cookbook, that was how I ended all of my recipes. Was I would tell people, have fun with it and make it yours. You know, there's you can take one of my recipes and say, it's okay, but it really needs this. And next time you cook it, you add this. Or maybe it had too much of this. Well, then take some of that out. The whole thing about cooking is don't be afraid to experiment. Now my wife does a whole lot more baking than I do. I just not much of a baker. And if I do, it's pretty much take it out of the box, add eggs and milk and water, whatever it says, and dump it in a pan and let it go. So, dadgummit, burn off of there. Thank you. Jarhead thing. We called these Irish pennants or Irish strings or whatever it was. You didn't have them little threads just hanging loose on your clothes. Old habits die hard. But that's one of the things. I'll start trying to figure out a little bit of stuff that we can make for this upcoming week. We used to do this. I mean, it was a major ordeal. Now, I didn't have a lot of stuff around the house to do in Georgia, so I could dedicate a lot of my home time to cooking. And nowadays, I have stuff around the house to do, and which I didn't get none of it done. So it is what it is. I will cook when I can. You know, some of it, like the egg things, me and the wife worked on those together first time we ever made them, and we have different variations of it. It's pretty much what's in the icebox. I mean, I've been known to cook up some taters and throw in there. Been known to take some frozen taters and throw in there. We've done them with 2 or 3 meats in them. We do them in a little muffin. She had done them with cottage cheese in them. That was the muffins. And I'm not a real big fan of clabbered milk, which she hates me calling cottage cheese clabbered milk. Our taste does change as we get older. Nowadays I can tolerate a little bit. And when you put it in those muffins like she does, you can't even tell it's in there. But that's today. It's been halfway rainy down here. It looks like it's clearing up. I hope it's going to blow out, blow over, get way up in front of me. I don't want to catch up with it in an hour or so. Picking up a heavy load. 43,000 and change. Let's see, there should be a Love's around here. Should be one just 3 miles down the road. 1.9 miles down the road. Well, I'm gonna go to it and axle out. With our loads leaving the yard, I don't worry about it, because I know that they will be legal
Proceed
on
to
the
the highlighted route.
3.3 miles. I know they'll be legal leaving the yard.
Dirt void en route.
These out here, I don't trust them. So I try to axle out as close as possible to my shipper. That way if there's an issue, guess what? I'll whoop this puppy right back in here and say, hey, we need to work on this. That's the story on Papa Joe for the day. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember, God loves you, so do I. Y'all be good now. Bye. If you can't be good, don't get caught.